we are starting here. So I came to realize that most of you don't know how to use TradingView, especially as a smart money trader. So I decided to come up with a lesson to help you customize TradingView to fit your preferences as a smart money trader. So what you're gonna do after signing in, this is what you need to first work upon. So you see this trading view is in a darker mode, okay? And that is the theme. So how do you change this theme? You're gonna be right clicking here, then you go to color theme, then you're gonna click light. So when you click on light, your trading view platform will look like this. So right here, we have this indicator, the volumes, which is these green and red bars you see at the bottom. So I'm gonna be removing that. So that is it. So right on the right hand side here, there is this these icons you see here. So we're gonna be interested in this one labeled watch lists. So when you click on that, you will see a lot of trading items. So this is what you will see uh, as far as trading view uh, will give you as the starting. So you're gonna click here on watch, that is watch list. Then I'm gonna click on ready list. So on this ready list is where you're gonna be having your watch list, right? So how do you add these trading items here? So you're gonna click somewhere on the top left corner and you wanna be typing any instrument you wanna add onto your playlist, okay? And then you're gonna be clicking right here, okay, at the extreme right of each tool or each trading item you wanna be adding to your ready list, okay? So if I've added USD, then I can add another one like XAUUSD, okay? So as well, I click here, right? So basically, that's how you add something to your watch list. And when you check here, you will see these two elements already on your watch list. All right. So from there, we're gonna be looking at how you can add some analyzing tools to your favorites. So you have seen uh, some tools appearing somewhere, okay? Like you find the tools appearing somewhere, okay, on the chart. So those tools will be added to favorites, and of course, I'm going to show you how it is done. So what do you do on the left panel of the trading view chart? These are the trading analysis tools you can use. So first we have trendline tools. So how do you add them to favorites? You see this star icon, and you click onto it, these tools will begin to appear here. You see, so you can add those ones that you think or those you feel you need to use. So go around exploring all of them. Like here we have the long and short. This one is very important. Then we can even have some geometrical tools here. Like you can have a rectangle. This one is very essential. You can even have this the path, or you can even have this curve. So you see, those tools are here. So how do you customize them to be able uh, to trade with them easily? So using a trend line, when you add it to your chart, this is the default design. So what are you gonna do to customize it? You're gonna double click onto it. Okay, double click. When you're using a phone, you're gonna do a double tap. Okay, like you tap twice. So once you double click, you see this dialog box, and on this dialog box, we have style, text, coordinates, and visibility. So we want to be concentrating on style and text. So on style, we have color. Let's put it in black. Then, of course, there is size as well. This is the size, the thickness. I'm reducing the thickness. Then you want to see the style of this dash. I mean, the style of this line. It can be dotted. You see that? It uh, can be dashed, you see, and it can be a solid line. So I prefer the dotted one. That is for my own preference. And then we go to text. So when you add the text, let's say if we want to use this line for breakup structure. Okay. So if you want to use this line for breakup structure, and I want to turn the color of the text to black, and of course, uh, you can play around with the font size if you want italics or bold. So it's up to you. Play around with that to get what you want. Now the other setting is the position of that text. You can have it in the middle, you can have it at the bottom, you can have it on the left, you can have it on the right. So it's up to you. Customize according to what you want. Alright? So for me I prefer the middle. Okay. So from that, after setting this up, we want to save this template. Okay, so how are we going to be saving this template? So we're going to be going to template at the bottom left corner of this dialog box. With template, save as. So I'm going to be saving this one as break of structure. Yes, break of structure, then click save. So now next time when you come to add this tool, like you add it and you want it to have the text breakout structure, what you're gonna do is that, you click that tool, yes. After clicking it, you will realize this dialog, I mean these tools popping up. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna be clicking here, okay? Or when you click here, you will see all the templates you have saved. So this is boss, okay? So now let's edit this and again save something else from that. So let me save chop. So if that is change of character, then I can here go ahead and save as change of character. And I will click save. Right? So everything here is already matching with what I want. So you can play around. It's up to you. Then I will click OK because I'm sure it is saved now. Now, if you want to switch it to breakout structure, I'll click breakout structure. And if you want to go to change of character, I will be playing around with that. Okay, so that's to do with editing these tools. So you can edit all these ones according to what you want. Okay, so you can change the colors, and of course, you can save the template. So if I want my uh, profit levels to be my target levels, let's say to be uh, green, okay, and then this one if I want it to be gray, okay, meaning that if I'm using this tool to predict a buy, the gray will represent the stop loss, levels. Okay, so it will depend on what really you want, and you customize this one to fit your criteria. Now, next is customizing the colors of the candlesticks. Okay, so you're gonna be right clicking and you go to settings. So that is the first method. The second method, you can double click a candle on the chart and this one will pop up. So there is the body, the borders, and we have the wick. So I prefer using blue for the bullish candle, and I prefer using black for the bearish candle. Okay, so I'm gonna be making all these ones. I'm gonna be turning everything here into black. Okay, that is my own preference. You can work upon it according to what you want. And my chart will look like this. Okay, this is how my chart will look like. So it will depend on what you really want. Now you can also save this template. Okay, so like let's go back, like we double click. How do you save that? Still go, you come to template, save as. So I can save this template as a blue, black. I save it. Meaning that if at all I decided to mess around with everything, like you see, I have messed around with everything. But if you want to go back to that template, you just double click, go to templates and switch to blue, black. So your chart will switch back to blue, black. So how do you change the background of your chart? You're gonna be double clicking it. You go to Canva, uh, then you're gonna be clicking to background here. You see, you can decide to add something like that. It will depend on what you really want. So I prefer to remove these grid lines. Like I go to none. Sometimes you will see a watermark representing the pair you're trading. So this is it. Okay. It will entirely depend on what you really want. But what was more important here was showing you how to use these lines because we use them a lot. Okay. We use them a lot and you don't have to be editing every time. Alright. So like we need them seriously. We need them. That's why I made it a point to show you how to use them. Okay. So you can save inducement, you can save vehicle structure, chalk, anything like you feel you need. So the other more important tool is this rectangle here. You see that? This is how it appears by default. So editing that, of course, you double click on it. So I prefer to remove the borders. So I fade them out. The opacity I put it at 0. Okay, and then you can play around with your colors. These ones you can also save them as well. All right. So if you want to this first, like uh, if you want to edit them with colors and stuff, you can just click on it and then this one pops up. Yeah, like you play around with the colors, can turn it to blue. Okay, can turn it to purple. Now I want to give you a technique of how to use these lines on the chart. You have seen me drawing them when they are very straight. So how do you do that? When you bring this line and put it on your chart, you're gonna hold shift and then draw this line. This line will appear in a very straight line, okay? Because it is very hectic now trying to put it straight. But with the shift, it's already straight. So that's very important technique here. Okay. Now the other technique is if you have a lot of drawings at the go on your chart and you want to maybe delete them at once. So what you're gonna do is right click, remove drawings. Now we're gonna be looking at how to add those time frames in the chart slide, how to use the time frames. So I'm gonna be heading over to this top left corner. You see, this is the profile icon. We have the uh, pair that is open on the chart. Then we have this letter D. This one, this is where time frames are. So when you click there, uh, you see a lot of these trading time frames. Okay, so you can click on any one of these, and then the chart switches. So if you come across a chart when it is like this, like the candles are becoming tiny, you're gonna be scrolling around this left, so around this right grid of the chart. Okay, you can scroll. This one happens even for the mobile version. Like you can move your finger across here, and the chart will expand. So you need that. Uh, the other technique, maybe the other technique you need is you may want your chart to be viewed in full screen. Okay, this is the icon here. All right, and sometimes you don't want to go and click here and stuff like looking for pairs or even looking for time frames. So what you're gonna be doing, uh, just type the pair you want without even clicking anywhere. For example, if I'm looking for USD JPY, I just go to my keyboard and type USD JPY, and it will be already appearing. Okay, I can even add it to my watch list. Okay, now on opening it, this is how it looks like. Now, if I want to switch the time frames, now like if I want to go to 1 hour, I'll type 1H, enter. Okay, and this is the 1 hour time frame. All right, and with minutes, if you want minutes, you just type 5, enter. So that is for minutes. But with hours, you have to type 1H. Okay, like 4H. But if it is minutes, like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, you can type 3, enter. All right. So that is those are the techniques that you can use to navigate through trading view smoothly without any disturbances. All right. So basically, those are the basic. That's the basic knowledge you need about trading view, especially as you are doing the structure mapping. All right. So right above here, you will see these figures moving. Okay. What do they represent? Now you see this O, we have H. Like, let me show you. Let me show you this. You see there is this O, that one. There is H, there is L, there is C. So these ones represent the prices of each candlestick. Now, if you move your cursor along any candlestick, the figures you'll be seeing here will be showing the open, the high, the low, and the close of this particular candle here. Okay, these are the figures. All right. So at some point you may need this feature, and that's why it's here. Okay. So that's why you have these figures here, and this is the pair you'll be trading with the time frame here represented, and then this is the broker you'll be using the data from, and these buttons you see, red and blue, this is this the red one is the sell button, and this one, the blue one, is the buy button, and that is made for those people who trade with TradingView. So with that, that is it with trading view. And once you have this knowledge,